ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال: قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: تفتح أبواب الجنة كل يوم اثنين وخميس، فيغفر لكل عبد لا يشرك بالله شيئا إلا رجلين بينهما شحناء، فيقال: انظروا هؤلاء حتى يصطلحا، انظروا هؤلاء حتى يصطلحا، انظروا هؤلاء حتى يصطلحا، 3 مرات. رواه مسلم. Every Monday and Thursday, the doors of Jannah will be open. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in those 2 days, He forgives everyone who doesn't associate any partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, except 2. Those people who have enmity among each other. They're not brothers and sisters. They're not friends anymore. They're angry at each other. They have a problem. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will tell the angels, wait for those, don't erase their sins, leave things as is until they reconcile. 3 times. This is so special when you know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْأَنْفَالِ قُلِ الْأَنْفَالُ لِلَّهِ وَالرَّسُولِ فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَأَصْلِحُوا ذَاتَ بَيْنِكُمْ. إصلاح ذات البين، حل المنازعات، فض المنازعات والشقاق بين الإخوة من أهم وأعظم أمور الدين التي يثاب عليها المسلم ثوابا عظيما. الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: ألا أدلكم على ما أفضل من درجة الصلاة والصيام والصدقة؟ قالوا: بلى يا رسول الله. قال: إصلاح ذات البين. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said in another hadith to show you the importance of brotherhood, the importance of not having enmity or hatred among one another. Praying next to your brother and you can't stand it, or you have something inside your heart. Maybe he doesn't even know that, or maybe he did not mean it, or maybe you misunderstood, but you don't have the courage to be like a man to stand and tell the brothers one-on-one, brother, I noticed this, or you said that, or something in my heart, I have to tell you about it because I don't want to have any hard feeling between me and you. You said this and that, or you did this and that, or I heard this and that. Verify the information. Reconcile with yourself. You could be the guilty one, not him, but because at that time you did not think about it this way. You could have done someone wrong and he is probably cannot sleep because of one word you might have said, you don't even mean it, but you did not pay attention to your tongue. You were just carried away and you start saying things, simple things that can ruin relationship. Some people may come and tell you, and they're very few. And some people will just keep it in their heart. He looked at me this way, he said this way, I can't believe he did what he did. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, shall I tell you, in the hadith that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam reported, shall I tell you something better than extra prayer, and better than extra fast, and better than extra charity? They said, oh Prophet of Allah, please tell us. These are the most beautiful things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves. Is something better than that? Okay, let's know it. Islah that al-bayn. solve the problems between the people. I know him and him having problems. I would go to this brother and this brother individually and talk good about one another, even lie. Yes, lie. We lie when we want to sin, but when we need to reconcile, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you an open check to lie, you don't want to lie. You want to be honest now. You want to go and tell the brother, tell him, you know what he said about you, this and that, and this and that. So basically go take the backbiting, pass it, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, no, you don't have to do it. Just go and say something good, even if it's not true. No, you don't want to do that. Lying is haram, mashallah. Now lying is haram, but all your life living, lying is okay. He said, Islah that in dain, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, solve the problem. Meaning, wallahi, I prayed all night, and I fast all day, and I gave all my wealth charity. Okay, I'm doing good for myself. I need to do good for other people. Who cares if you pray all day and all night, and you don't have a tiny bit goodness for other people? Who cares about you? You care about yourself? Okay, be selfish. And go. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't like those people because He likes muhsineen. And muhsineen are not selfish. Muhsineen, they do their perfect right, their worship right, and they do good to other people. If you want to just be relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then go live upstairs with the angels somewhere. Don't live on this earth, because this earth requires dealing with people and taking good care of people, and yourself one of those people. So whenever you have something, you just carry yourself and walk away. Who cares about the announcement? Who cares about what's happening in the community and who needs help and who doesn't? Just walk away and think that, oh, my life is wonderful, I'm going to work, I take care of my children. Okay. Is this what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants? It's 50-50. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants good relationship with Him, and He wants relationship with people. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave you those in different scenarios here. He told you it's better than fasting, it's better than praying, it's better, it's better, it's better. Why? So you can do something about it. You're praying and you're standing all day and all night and fasting, depriving yourself so you can get some hasanah. Well, He's telling you, I can do something simpler than that. Something simple. You can go to one person, just say one word to that person and tell him, brother, you know, I heard that you have problems with the other guy. You know, I was with him the other day. He didn't say anything bad about you. I mean, actually, when I brought your name, he was just making dua for you. And he goes to the other person and says something like that. Now, when they meet each other, oh, he said this about me. Oh, he said this about me. Assalamu alaikum, brother. لا يحل لمؤمن أن يهجر أخاه فوق ثلاث. It's haram for a believer to leave his brother for over 3 days. Maximum. يلتقيان فيعرض هذا ويعرض هذا. They meet and this one turns his face as if I don't see him, and the other one does, so he can avoid 10 hasanat or 20 hasanat or 30 hasanat, which is represented by Assalamu alaikum or Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah or Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. He doesn't like hasanat. He wants to turn away because he wants to prove to the guy that I am mad. I can't even say Assalamu alaikum to you. I don't want to even go to Jannah because of you. Isn't that what literally saying? Yeah, because if you do that, you go to Jannah. What are you doing? Just like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about the hypocrites. يُهْلِكُونَ أَنفُسَهُمْ يُهْلِكُونَ أَنفُسَهُمْ. They're ruining themselves. You're not ruining him, you're ruining yourself. You're the one who's losing. You're the one who's opposing the hadith that tells you you cannot do it more than 3 days. وَخَيْرُهُمَا الَّذِي يَبْدَأُ بِالسَّلَامِ. The best among them is the one who says Assalamu alaikum first. You don't want to be the best, you want to be the worst. You see, he didn't say Assalamu alaikum, so why should I? He doesn't want to go to Jannah, I don't want to either. You see, we do things, but honestly we don't think. That's why I always say, think. Think about your words, think about your actions, and see what you're really doing is if someone explains it to you, you feel silly, because this is not the way it is. So this hadith is just to let you know that if you have anything between you and your brother, Solve it. Solve it. Be the good one. Be the best, as Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Be the one who goes to Jannah first, and be the one who forgives first, and be the one who pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first, and be the muhsin. Go and solve it. Apologize, ya akhi, even if it's not your fault. For the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَلَمَنْ عَفَى وَأَصْلَحْ فَأَجْرُهُ عَلَى اللَّهِ. If you forgive and you do good, leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or maybe His gift is not good enough for you. You'd rather have it from someone else. Or maybe you don't even know who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and how much He can reward. You see, that's our ignorance about who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because when you do depend on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask the reward from Him, you cannot have a better choice than that. Therefore, brothers, if you do have, take the initial step. Don't wait for the other guy. You're working with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not with people. You want the hasanat from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so listen to Him, not to your own self. Yourself doesn't like that. Yourself wants to look good. Yourself wants arrogance. Yourself demands respect. Shaitan confirms that. Yeah, let him start. Why should you? It's his fault. He hurts your feelings. That's not little things, that's big. You're important. Maybe you are a figure, or maybe you're rich, or maybe you're good looking, or maybe something, Allah knows. Subhanahu wa ta'ala, don't listen to this and don't listen to the shaitan. Listen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and do good. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.